Hi, I'm Antony Lee. I'm the CEO of AIG Malaysia, and I'm here at Common Ground for the CEO chat. So I'm going to talk a little bit about AIG, a bit about insurance, and also importantly about my journey as well to share with all the entrepreneurs, and also about insurance that is valid for all the people who work here. So if you look at, we are actually one of the world leaders, we are the world leader at cyber insurance, for example, right? So we have been writing this stuff in the US for a long time, and it's really just coming to Malaysia. And even though we've been peddling it for about 6-7 years, really it's only beginning to gain traction. So, everyone is going to get hacked at some point in time. So what do you do and how do you deal with it, right? So we have all of that experience, we have experts on hand, and we know how to, come to the rescue when that happens. So it's key. I mean, that 10 years ago would not have been a significant risk. So for all of us financial services companies under Bank Negara, the regulator, there's a lot of scrutiny and a lot of additional, regulations coming out. So for us to adhere to, which is a good thing. So that's a significant piece. Yeah. Everything's very malleable and it moves so fast. So if you think about architecture, the disciplines about architecture, really essentially it's all problem solving, because the client says they want a building, whether it's an airport, a hospital, a house. And so you've got to work with that client to understand what are the needs, right? And rather than just give a base solution, you've got to do something a bit more than that, right? So otherwise, you won't be any different from anyone else. So similarly, in architecture, in insurance, it's a similar thing. You also need to understand the needs of your customers, and it's how you service them. At the end of the day, it's a trust factor as well, right? So all of these things are relevant. Directly correlated, you can say, so architecture, we insure buildings. So when you look at the design of a building, a bad design can make that risk much higher. A good design reduces the risk, so we can charge less for the insurance. So it is directly correlated. Another big piece is project management. So large construction of big projects, that's key, because if you get things wrong, cost overruns can cost a fortune. So similarly, running a big company, we have multiple projects, whether they're IT projects, things for the regulators, etc. So you've got to keep all of these constantly, finely tuned and running well. But I think the core ingredient for all of this stuff is people, right? You need good people, regardless of whatever you do. For us in insurance, 70% of our cost is people. And insurance is one of these things that it takes time to learn, so you can't just sort of pick it up straight away. So all of that, we are blessed that we have very good people, and it makes my job easier. I think the important thing is always be passionate about what you want to do, have a dream, have a goal. In the end, the journey is never going to be straightforward, but it's grit and determination. Yes, you need a bit of luck. And I think importantly is, through life, you will always also hit some obstacles, right? And the important part is how you get through those, because I think it's those periods of time where you learn much more than when everything's smooth sailing.